92.3 now.
Hey, it's Ty. It's the holidays. There was snow outside in New York City. This seemed like the perfect moment to get that holiday spirit with a little music, because obviously that's something that's close to me. And the first people I thought of, I'm not joking about this. I said this months ago. I asked Nadine, who's our music director, I was like, is there any way we can get the Pentatonix in? And then my mom immediately texted me. She's like, I feel like you're talking about Pentatonix, because we watched the sing-off and we're really excited to even think that that was a possibility. We could get your music in here for the holidays. Do you guys realize that this time of year, or do you find that this time of year is even more special to you just for the kind of music that you do?
Totally, yeah, because everyone wants to hear like good Christmas music, and everyone's in the Christmas spirit, so it's a good chance for us to like make a cappella arrangements of Christmas songs.
Scott, do you ever go out and you just follow around carolers, and like so people go to the house and they're and then they leave, and then you knock on the door of the same house and you go boo-ba-doo bop bop or whatever.
Like, we'll show you how
it.
it's done. Yeah, no.
That would be like my whole life if I were y'all. But I am not you guys at all. I used to sit at home and watch the sing off, and I'd be like singing along or something, and then my dog would just start howling and staring me right in the face, and I realized I'm awful. No. But one thing I did not realize is that you were not a group prior to that show for more than a minute.
No. We met the day before officially as a group. Three of us grew up together, but because of our
raise your hand. Who's the three?
The three middle. We grew up in Arlington, Texas. Yeah.
Okay.
And we were going to try out as a trio, but they suggested we get a bass and a beatboxer, so we have like a foundation. And so we found him through a mutual friend, and we just found him on YouTube.
Oh, really?
And because of scheduling, we met the day before and just rehearsed.
So where does this happen? LA? Is that where they do the auditions?
Yeah, that's where ours was.
And KO, where were you when they called on you?
I just graduated from college.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was in Connecticut, and then I graduated, and then the weekend afterwards, I flew down to meet them.
Oh, wow. And Avi, how'd you get involved?
Mutual friend, just in the acapella community and stuff like that.
Like, what's the moment? Do you remember that moment where you're like, oh, and you like told your friend, I'm going to be on the sing-off?
Yeah, well, like when I found out, or when I was going to join the group.
Both, I guess. Kind of those. I would think those are two big moments for you with this group.
Yeah, well, I remember Scott emailing me, and he sent me a link to the Trio YouTube video. And I actually had seen it like 6 months before, and I was like, those kids are amazing. I would love to sing with them. And then he hit me up about it, and I was like, I'm down.
Okay.
And
how long
then,
have you been singing? When did you start?
I started in 8th grade.
Okay.
So however long ago that was. Not going to do the math.
Dude, we're not
Neither am I.
It's Christmas break.
You are right. You are right.
And what was your musical background prior to being a part of an a cappella group?
I was classically trained. I was an opera major. I had done lots of different choral music and play guitar, all that stuff. I played trumpet when I was younger.
Okay.
So yeah.
And what about, so for Kirsty and Scott and Mitch, how did you guys come together in Arlington?
Well, we'd been friends our whole life.
Yeah.
Like, we had done community theater shows when we were like 8. Like, we've known each other our whole lives, and so
we were in choir together.
Yeah, we were in like
Really
5
involved in
choirs
that.
together.
Okay.
And so we decided to start this trio a cappella group. Actually, we did it for a radio contest to meet the cast of Glee. And, like, that's why we formed the little group. And we ended up not winning that, but we like put up YouTube videos anyways, and they were getting some attention, so that's when we got really into it.
One of the YouTube videos I've been watching, and by the way, this is the place to find these guys. If you can obviously pick up the albums and do that. PTX2 is out now. The PTXmas album is fantastic this time of year. My mom's getting that for Christmas. I hope she doesn't see this yet. And that's one of the great things, though, is that YouTube is out there because there are so many people that flock to that to see what it's all about. The Beyoncé medley you guys did, Beyoncé throughout the years. Who came up with that concept?
It was mostly you,
yeah,
right?
I've wanted to do it for years. I'm like the biggest Beyoncé fan of life.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Did you get her album immediately?
Oh, yes. Within 30 minutes of her releasing it.
Memorized all 17 videos on it?
Already.
You guys have any little Beyonce? Like, I don't know how comfortable you are if you sing together just on like at the drop of a hat, but Beyonce's 3 blocks away. Why would do you want to just sing like a little piece of your favorite moment from that medley?
Yeah, do you want to do the...
well, we have to do something that's appropriate from the album.
Beyonce, this is your gift from me, Ty, and Pentatonix.
Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
There you go. Damn.
From
And it goes on,
Bootylicious.
by the way, on YouTube. Find this video on YouTube. It goes on for like 3 or 4
Like
hours.
5 minutes.
How'd you come up with that?
Something
It's
like that.
so
Every
much.
Beyonce
Every song
song
you can imagine. Oh, good, they did it. Oh, they did it. You're going to have to do a new one for the whole the new album.
I know. We have
Oh,
a
I
14
know.
song.
We're
Scott,
actually
now
going
you
to
got
remake
a
all the videos.
Kirsty, what's your favorite moment you guys have ever had as a group?
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I I feel like there have been so many moments, but I like a lot of tour moments where you're just on stage and like you see the crowd and like what you're doing and you're just like, wow, like you just have to take in the moment. Like those moments have been my favorite, like along this entire journey where you're just like so overwhelmed with like gratitude for like this group and like what it's done and like all the opportunities. I think that's just been the most special.
Wait, is there a venue in particular you've loved?
I'm sorry,
is there like a venue? Yeah, you just remember that show.
We just went to Europe. And I really loved our London show. I thought that was really special. I don't know. There have been a lot of shows. I mean, I love New York, and I've always wanted to perform out here. So like, I know when we have performed here, and you know, and it's so successful, and it's like it just feels really amazing to be somewhere like where you dreamed of performing. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, and as you said, if you love Glee and like you went to the trouble of trying to win a contest just to meet the people of Glee, Glee happened in New York after the second season. All of a sudden, it's based here, and you see all these moments. And I was the same way. I grew up in South Dakota, and so I was like, I came to New York, and I just keep wandering around with my mouth open. But you guys have 2 shows coming up at the Beacon, sold out.
Yeah, that was
crazy.
Nuts.
That's insane.
It
Our
is.
support here is crazy.
So you've come from Arlington, Texas, and all around, wherever you flew in from at the last moment, at the drop of a hat to do all this. And what do you see happening over the next year? What are you guys hoping for?
I mean, just a lot of writing. I think writing for the next album. We're really excited to kind of make this transition into more original music. So I think that's the main thing. And then lots of touring, not just in the United States, but Europe and other places. So we're pretty excited.
Well, and there's KO. There's new music on PTX too, right? There's 3 original songs.
Yeah, there's 3 original songs, and then one that's an original that kind of samples Hit the Road Jack, which
The one we just did,
performed.
yeah.
Yeah, which was really, really fun. So.
And where does the inspiration come for these songs? What's the moment where you realized, well, I'm going to write this? Like, for instance, one of the songs on the album, what was the most meaningful to you?
I think it really just depends. Like, I think we all have different writing processes. I think you know, Kirsty is really inspired by lyrics. Like, I know I'm really, really inspired by mainly melodies. I think it just depends. But the thing is, like, when we write the arrangement process, I think that's what really brings the song to life. Because I think without the collaborative process, it wouldn't be anything. So
right on. I'm almost done with stuff, but this just popped in my head because of Jason, and then I realized that Kirsty's the only girl in this, and for some reason it was New Girl. In my head, you guys are like the group of New Girl. It's like the cast of the show right there. I'm like, oh, poor Jess, she's all alone. Like, you just have to, you guys deal with whatever, and she gets her own bathroom, I hope. But
Right.
well, thank you guys for coming in today.
Thanks for
No
having us.
problem. Thank you.
And Mom, you're welcome. I mean, literally, this made my holiday. I'm so happy about this.
Yay.
It's really
Thank
cool.
you.
Thanks for having
But
us.
have a great time for the rest of the holiday season. We'll see you back here at the Beacon Theater April 3rd and 10th, I think, right? Okay, 3rd and 10th.
Yes.
If
sure.
you can sneak in because it's sold out. Good luck.
Right.
All right. Bye.
Bye.